Jeremiah, what up? What up, dude?
What up? What up? How you doing?
Good, man. Hey, are you ready?
Yes, I actually have his number pulled up right here.
Okay, can you text it over to me?
Yeah. I'll
Okay.
text it over to you. He has no idea that we're going to continue follow up,
Okay.
and we kind of burned him, I guess. So it wasn't like a burn, but it was more like he understood that we were so far off that
Right.
it's going to happen. So if you want to just start your process, you're totally free to just completely start the process with him.
Okay, hold on a second. So so originally we got him under contract for what?
No, we never had this guy under contract.
Okay.
We tried to negotiate. This is the guy that we tried to negotiate over the plots of land.
Yep.
The tax assessed value was $146,000.
Yep.
Right, because he was like, I don't know what it's worth. So he's one of these guys where he's like,
Yep.
Make me an offer.
Yep.
Make me an offer.
Yep.
And so he didn't want to talk.
Okay.
And we put up. So I was like, okay, well, let's start here. Since you don't know what your property value is worth, let's pull up the tax assessed value, because this where anybody is going to go to look and find out what the property value is, right?
Okay, yep.
He said, yes. And I said, okay. So number one is 46. The other one is 46, and the other one is 46 for a total of 146 or something like that. He
Okay.
said, okay. I said, this is the max value that anybody could pay for your property. He said, well, I want 200.
Okay.
I said,
got it.
okay. Well, yeah. So then I was like, well, let me just ask you, since we know it's not coming from the tax assessment, where are you getting that figure? He said, that's just what I want for it. And if I can't get that, then I'm not going to sell.
Got
I
it.
said, okay, so maybe I didn't, because I went off script, maybe I didn't qualify him properly, or
Yeah, so basically, Jeremiah, this is the three vacant piece of land, right?
yes.
Got it. Okay, so three vacant piece of land. And do we have a potential buyer for this deal or no?
No potential buyer, but if we could lock it up right, I have somebody on the ground in Houston with people, because they're all shovel ready.
I got it.
Who'll be willing to jump on this immediately.
I got it. Okay, so if you can text me his number, I'm gonna call him and three-way you in.
Got it. Do you want to let him know that I'm on there? Because I don't know if it'll, because he's very hard. It might.
Yeah, that's fine.
Here's about me.
Yeah, so I mean, I'd have to let him know. I mean, you can just mute your phone.
Okay.
Yep. So text me.
Yeah. Yep, texting it.
Yep. Okay.
So here.
Got it.
His name is Mr. Taylor.
Mr. Taylor. Okay. So basically Taylor. Okay.
Yeah, he talks in very cryptic one-liners, so just be aware of that.
Okay. Got it. Okay, so Taylor, got it. Okay, I'm gonna give him a call. Do we have the address of the property, the three vacant pieces of land, or no?
I believe it's 415, 417, and 421 Callaway Street.
Okay.
But you'll have to ask him to be sure.
Okay, 4154. Okay, got it. Okay, I'll ask him. All right, hold on. I'm gonna add him to the call.
Okay, I'm gonna mute myself.
Yep. Here we go. I don't like vacant land. They're harder to wholesale, but we shall see. Hello, good evening. This is Khang with We Buy Houses. Is Mr. Taylor available?
You said you're with who?
This is Khang with We Buy Houses. Is this Mr.
Okay.
Is this Mr. Taylor?
Yes.
Yeah, hi, Mr. Taylor. My name is Khang, like King Kong. I was calling about your three vacant piece of land. I was curious. I was wondering if you might be interested in selling it or getting a free, no risk, no obligation cash offer on it.
Well, fine, but I would love to. I would love to get an assessment.
Okay, perfect. So basically, you would like to know what the property's worth and what you can sell it for. Is that correct, Mr. Taylor?
I would just prefer knowing what you would offer, the maximum that you would offer.
You got it, and that's exactly why I'm calling you here. So, I just want to make sure I'm catching it at a good time, Taylor. You got a few minutes to chat regarding your property, right?
Absolutely.
Fantastic. How's your Wednesday going so far?
Marvelously well.
I love it. I love your attitude already. I mean, I come across people where I ask them how their day is going, and they're like, "Nah, it's going all right." For me, for me, I'm just like you. Any day that we're 6 feet above ground is a good day. Basically, God gave us another day, another opportunity to live.
And that sums it up.
That sums it up. Awesome. So now, Mr. Taylor, on this 3 vacant piece of land here, do you know roughly what we can do with it?
Well, my son is just flown in here, and we he's in here for us to go to to engage in the process of multifamily dwellings. And the question that you asked
Yep.
Is that would be the only thing that we'd be interested in. We've got a 501c3,
Okay.
and we're studying the 202 program through housing and urban development.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's where we are in our own little thinking.
Gotcha. Okay. So basically, it's zoned for single family and multifamily.
That's what we see in the area, yes.
Nice. Okay. So that's good. So basically, we'll be able to put like a duplex, a triplex, or a fourplex on each one of the lot, or do we have to combine all 3 of them? Do you know?
Well, they are combined presently, and what has been pitched to us is 12 units
Oh,
on
wow.
6 lots,
Wow.
but
Okay.
only 3 addresses.
I see. So 12 units, 6 lots, 3 address. Okay. And Mr. Taylor, do you mind me asking, have you received any offer on that property of yours?
Ooh, no.
You have not? Okay. I mean, if you were to get the right price for the property, would you be interested in selling it?
If the price was right, no. If the price was what I would think would be right,
Right.
I would have no objection to selling it,
Gotcha. Okay.
because the multifamily uh, endeavors that we're looking at, my
Yep.
son and I,
Yep.
it's going to deal with brokers, investors, and
Yep.
and borrowed money.
Right. Correct. Makes sense. Got it. Okay. And so zone. Okay. So now, as far as in like utilities, is there utility there, or do we have to bring utilities to the lot just to actually build?
Well, when I bought it, I put water, electricity, and sewer.
Oh, wow. Okay. So basically, utilities there. So water, electricity is there. Basically,
And sewer.
okay, and sewer. So basically, whoever it is that's going to buy it over, all they need to do is go down to the county or the city, apply for the building permit, and then they can start breaking ground.
The only thing that I'm not sure of, if the truth be told, and that is
Remember, always
whether or
ask questions. Don't
the
assume anything.
discharge pipes are large enough. I don't know what the sewer regulations are, but I
Sure.
do know I have sewer on it.
Nice.
If I put, because when sewer in, I did the multifamily purchases of multifamily dwellings in mind.
Smart.
But that'd be the only question
Yeah,
that I wouldn't know the answer to.
I got you. Okay. So I'll put a question mark to that, and that's something where I can have our research department go ahead and try and figure that out. Now, is there a mortgage on these lots that we need to pay off?
No.
Okay, so you own it free and clear.
Yeah.
Good for you, Mr. Taylor. That's awesome. Okay. And do you know roughly how much you like to get for it?
I hadn't thought about that. I only know what I pay taxes on it.
Okay.
I do know that I can see a blind man can see the amount of construction, multi-family construction that's going up in this area right next to two freeways.
Oh, okay, nice.
610 and I-10.
Nice.
Yeah, so what is happening out here is that the building
Uh-huh.
is starting up, and it looks like everything out here is going to be rental.
Right. Okay. Rental property. So everything around there, it's pretty much kind of a rental neighborhood, right, Mr. Taylor?
That is what it appears to me
Okay, nice.
to be.
No,
Yeah.
I appreciate that information. Really helps us. Well, Mr. Taylor, have you ever thought about, building, like basically going down, applying for the permit and actually do the whole built out yourself or no?
Uh,
Because you will make way more cash that way.
yeah, if true, so
Yeah.
I have discussed that being done with two builders.
Okay, nice.
I have discussed the possibility with several investors,
Okay, nice.
but the absolute answer to your question is no.
Okay. So basically, you have never took the next step to actually, hey, maybe it's something that I might think about building out, or do you just rather just sell it as is and let someone take on that? That I mean, that could we're talking about like a couple year down the road. So I'm not sure if you basically, Mr. Taylor, I'm not sure if you're more interested in like, hey, you know what? I'm just gonna sell the vacant piece of land if I get the right price, the price that you want, um, and then just sell it and then let whoever the investor is just take care, developing it, building it out, um, instead of you going through that process.
I don't believe that any other answer to that question should be, I am not interested in building it out myself.
Okay, so you rather
I'm interested in purchasing lots of units.
I see. Got it. Okay. So you rather just sell it as is, as a vacant piece of land if you get the right price and let whoever deal with it, right, Mr. Taylor?
Yes, because of the direction in which
You want to
you're
go?
headed now.
Okay. No, I think that's definitely a smart move. Just let someone go in there, take care of it, because it's going to take a few years to actually, get to the point where you can actually build and put that 12 units on there, like you said. I mean, it's definitely a process. And that's where we come in, Mr. Taylor. I mean, we're interested in doing this kind of stuff. So like so it seems like at the beginning, like I don't want to go being around the bush, because at the beginning you told me the only reason why you would sell this property is if you were to get the right price. So the question,
At a price I would comfortable
correct.
with.
Correct. So, Mr. Taylor, with us, the nice thing about selling us your property is that we are willing to buy the property as is. There's nothing that you have to do. I know it's just a vacant piece of land. We'll deal with everything. We'll just take it over. There is no realtor commissions or closing costs you have to worry about paying. That's going to be all on us. So, my question to you is: you mentioned about getting that price that you want. My question to you is what that price would be for you to actually sell the property.
Oh wow. Well, I'd have to give that some thought, because all that's on the property presently
Yeah.
is a travel trailer and two 20-foot containers.
Okay. And those both.
Fenced in.
Oh, nice. Okay. And both of those belong to you, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, nice. Now, are you planning to take those when you sell the property, or are you just gonna leave it there?
Well, those containers are primarily filled with
Okay.
tools.
Okay.
and I'd have to organize those two for a sale.
Sure.
Hopefully to a person as opposed to groups of people are having a makeshift showroom.
No, smart. I agree with you.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
And the company that I purchased the containers from, 2015, I guess.
Okay.
They agreed that they would purchase them back. I talked to them within the last couple of weeks.
Oh, nice. Okay. And then how about the travel trailer?
Oh, I've got people that are more than interested.
I bet. Okay, got you. So basically those you would, find something to actually do with. Okay, not a problem. Just so I can note here so we know exactly what we're up against here. So I mean, like once again, Mr. Taylor, do you know roughly what you want to get for the property for you to be able to sell it?
I had not given that a thought, but to answer your question, maybe 150% over tax value, maybe.
150. Oh, okay. Well, what is the tax assessed value on it?
About 42 right now.
Wow, okay. So basically you almost want to triple that. So if I take so if I take 142, hold on a second, I got my calculator here, Mr. Taylor. So if I take 142.
No, that's 42 each.
Oh, 42 each. Hold on, 42 times 3. So that's 126. And then you want 150% on that. Are you good with math, Mr. Taylor? How much does that come out to?
Oh, now that you put it like that, I hadn't thought about numbers, but I would think if I'm paying taxes on 45, I said 42, but it's actually 45, I think, because the tax bill has just come in.
Sure.
And it's been increased from last year.
Sure.
I would think whatever the value is, I'd like to have that times 1.5.
Okay, so 45. Okay, so 126. Oh yeah, 126. So you like to get what, close to 300,000? Am I correct?
Maybe my definition was not truly understood.
Yeah.
If I'm paying 45,
Yeah.
I would like that to be 1, which would be 45 plus a half.
Okay. So okay. Yep. Okay.
Let's say 60 in the range of 68.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so 60 times 3. Sorry,
And
Mr.
that'll make the heat. See,
Yeah. So okay.
that'll keep it cool because
Sure.
we'll be coming in to sweat it.
Sure. I understand.
Pick it up and deal it off,
Right. So basically, Mr. Taylor, if I take 60 times 3, so you're looking to get $180,000 for those 3 lots.
If the truth be told,
Hmm.
you offered me 180, I'll put up a 40-foot fence until the deal is real. Even put a top over it.
Got it. Okay. What if our offer comes in lower than 180?
It obviously would be entertaining.
Okay. So Mr. Taylor, I mean, I love to present you kind of with where we're at as far as in our offer. And you would entertain it and not get offended by it and hung up the phone on me. You wouldn't do that, would you?
No, because the that we are about to travel starting this this Friday, the road that we'll be traveling will be multi-family structures.
Nice.
And not raw land.
Right. And
we aren't interested in, flipping one at a time.
Right.
and I will need the assistance of brokers. If you know, like yourself, if you're a broker, and you know, because I like to talk to your people who are investors, and you know.
Oh, we appreciate that. Yeah, so the nice thing, so Mr. Taylor, the nice thing about working with us is that, you know, there is no realtor commission, but if there is any realtor commissions, our company will be the one who's responsible to pay for all that cost. Also too is, you know, I can get my team manager to take care of all the closing costs, you know, basically all the regular traditional costs that you have to pay, like the excise tax, the transfer tax, the title insurance, the escrow fee. Typically, those can come to between, you know, 3 to 5%. We will take care of all of that as well. Obviously, taking over the property as is, there's nothing you have to do. Since we come in all cash, we can close on the date of your choice. So when we, you know, once we close on the property, I know that you still want to take the trailer away and there's things that you want to do with the other box thing. That's not a problem. We can certainly work with you on that.
Well, that would not be a stickler, because organizing tools and getting them off the property, small tractor, and
That's easy,
you
huh?
know, this stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so Mr. Taylor, I mean, with all that being said, you know, I like to know from you is like, could you see yourself going any lower than the 180 for us?
Well, could you see yourself offering less than that?
Well, you know, I mean, our offer. So, Mr. Taylor, here's kind of where our offer is at. So, I mean, we look at these three pieces of land. I mean, typically, we'll probably, we'll probably be willing to pay the tax assessed value on the property. So, which means if I take 45 times 3, so that's 135. So, Mr. Taylor, would you consider $135,000 cash to you, and we take all the closing costs, all the fees?
I would look at that not as strongly as I would look at something with a wee bit more sand.
Okay. So, okay. Now, so Mr. Taylor, I understand that our 135 seems like is too low for you, which I respect your opinion on that. The 180 just, you know, it's just too high for us to make it make sense. So, where do we need to be in price, Mr. Taylor, for us to do this?
If you're serious,
Yeah, we absolutely are.
and you catch me at the right time,
Yeah. Hopefully it's today.
uh, 10 less.
So 170. I mean,
Yeah, I think I would still have a smile on my face.
you still have a smile on your face?
I
Well,
think so.
so gosh, I mean, I get the number here, and so 170, Mr. Taylor, is probably still a little too high for us, but we willing to come up. Would you be able to do 150? That's now, I want to make sure you understand this. That's 150 net to you in your pocket after everything's said and done. We'll take care of everything else. All the costs, all the fees. You just know that at the time of closing, 150 in your pocket, in your bank, not a penny less. Would you?
So that means that we are 30 away.
We are 20 away. You're at 170, and then we we went up to 150, so we're 20 away.
Truth be told,
Mm-hmm.
and I would entertain that.
Remember, don't talk.
I would only entertain that after making a couple of phone calls to people who are
Sure.
presently stuck at 150.
Sure. Okay.
So if you're offering that amount,
Yeah.
I would use that as a stimulator to increase the 150s that I already have. In other words, I'd really make it a game where everybody has a glove.
Right. I hear you. And I appreciate that you being, upfront and honest with me on that, Mr. Taylor. So basically, you're saying, hey, if you guys' offer is 150, I'm going to take that offer. I'm going to call some other investor and see if they can beat your offer. Is that correct?
No, I'm saying that I've got 150 sitting on the table.
Yep.
Standard Texas real estate contracts.
Yep.
And obviously, but it's not obvious, but I'm a CAM, and I would want you to feel the pain of buying it.
Okay.
And if we're going to take 10 off the table,
Yep.
I think that's probably where I would stay. Based on just how you negotiate and just how transparent you would be, because I would not do business with you if I didn't think that I could come back to you as a broker at some point in the immediate future.
I appreciate it, Mr. Taylor. I appreciate it. Thank you. And likewise. So, Mr. Taylor, I just want to make sure I understand you correctly because, the last thing I want to do is miscommunicate with you, especially when it comes to, how much cash you're going to receive at the time of closing. And please tell me if I'm wrong, Mr. Taylor. So you're telling me the only way that you're going to move forward to sell your property to us today is if I can get my company to come up 10 and then you come down 10, so we meet in the middle at 160. That's net to you. Is that
160, give or take 5?
okay? So if I can get an approval for my team manager, I'm not saying that I could, because we have come up quite a bit. So if I can get an approval from my team manager for $160,000, and I'm going to tell them that we would have to be responsible for all the closing costs, all the fees, taking over the property as is, and Mr. Taylor would have to get $160,000 in his pocket, in his bank, not a penny less. If I can get that approved somehow with my team manager, Mr. Taylor, you are ready to move forward to get the paperwork done and sell your property. Is that correct?
The deal would be finished.
You got it. Mr. Taylor, would you be able to, can you give me like 15 minutes? I just need to run a quick meeting with my team manager. And then I'll call you back in about 15 minutes, and then I'll be able to let you know if that's something that I'm able to get approved or not, okay?
The answer to your question is yes, because timing is always the best cure for negotiation.
You got it. Mr. Taylor, give me about 15 minutes. I'm going to give you a call back and let you know if I was able to get that approved or not, okay?
Oh, and one thing that would sour the deal
Sure.
is if you are not telling me that what you want to do is to broker the property on the market.
No.
That would be a bad taste in my mouth.
I completely understand where you're coming from. We have run across, we buy and sell houses all the time, so I know what you're talking about, where there are people who comes in, who be the middleman, broke the deal in between and make a fee. So I understand exactly where you're coming from. And that's not how we do our things. We have partners and things in our deals that we buy just because we buy a lot of properties. But we are going to team up with our partners and move forward to close on your property if I can get that 160 approved. Okay. Does that sound good, Mr. Taylor?
Yes.
All right. So give me about 15 minutes, Mr. Taylor. I'll be able to call you back and give you an answer if I can get that 160 approved. And I want to make sure that it's going to be 160 net to you. Okay. Give me 15 minutes, please.
And your name is?
Mr. Taylor, my name is Khang. Khang like King Kong or Donkey Kong?
That's with a K.
That is correct.
Thanks.
Yep, Mr. Taylor, I'll call you back in about 15 minutes. Thank you.
I look forward to it. You're welcome.
Absolutely. Thanks, Mr. Taylor. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.
Boom. Dude, that is how you negotiate. So let me call my student back. So Jeremiah and his partner, pay me for the one-on-one. So this is his lead. He's having a trouble to get the seller under contract, and here I am. Jeremiah.
And I
Hey.
understand why you make the millions.
So how was that for a learning lesson, bro?
I'm very much. I thought I was a good negotiator, but I'm very much out of my depth.
Well, the thing is, Jeremiah, maybe you're a good negotiator in the car industry. Now when it comes to real estate, some of the terms, some of the lingo might need to change a little bit. But dude,
Yes.
like I talk to you and I hear the way you talk, bro. Like you sound pretty good. It's just there's some things that you just need to improve on and change a little bit, going from cars to now selling house. That's all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I talk too much. It's very concise. There's a lot of energy through the phone. You can hear that you're smiling the entire time.
Appreciate it.
A lot of it gets that tension of a sales call off of the phone. You were able to keep the conversation moving forward to the point the entire time. You didn't ramble at all. That was in control the entire time. It was very, very, very well. It was an expert call. There's no doubt as to why they pay you the big bucks. I'm glad that I paid to learn from you directly because I need to learn all of that.
Jeremiah, you making my head really big right now, bro. But thank you so much, dude. So, Jeremiah, what I'm gonna do is I'll call the seller back. I'll tell the seller, hey, listen, I was able to get that approved. Let's go ahead and lock up under contract for 160. And then from there, dude, I mean, we're just gonna try to market this thing out to I don't know, maybe 180 or so, and see if we can find any buyers. Worst case is, we just need to find a buyer that's interested in it, and if we have to go back and renegotiate, that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah, worst comes to worst, at that point, he really likes you, and it feels the authority from the way that you speak and how versed you are in real estate. Maybe that's just another thing, is that I'm just not as versed as I should be, and I'm just pulling things out of thin air. And attempting to negotiate without enough information on the process itself.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, another thing I want you to take away, Jeremiah. Do you see how we went freaking dead silent? I don't talk, man. I was like, dude, did he hang up the phone? But I ain't gonna say anything, dude. I just let the silent, dude. I just let the silent just go. Once you ask your question, bro, the last thing you want to do is sometimes people will negotiate themselves out of the deal because they talk too much. Maybe the other party, they're just thinking. They're thinking, they're analyzing, and if you don't know that as a negotiator, you try to keep on talking and talking or jump in and talk. Once again, you can't talk yourself out of the deal because now they sense that you might want the deal too much. So as you can see, there was a moment where I didn't say anything. I was just waiting for him to once I made him the offer, he just went silent for I don't know, 10 seconds or so. But I just let it be. I was like, I'm not gonna talk until the guy talks.
Yeah, that was really powerful, and then it was you were getting a lot of you do a lot more confirmation than I do as well, which is something that I've noticed in your calls, is that you're like, hey, you do a lot of post negative suggestion. Hey, but before I do this, I want you to understand that you're not going to feel disrespected if I come in at lower than your offer, right?
Yeah.
You're not going to hang up on me, right?
Yeah.
You get all these post negative suggestions, letting them know that the typical things that somebody would do when they feel uncomfortable and don't know what to do, that it's okay for them to feel that way and to respond to you.
Dude, I love that you catch that, Jeremiah. So typically what we do, what I do and what I tell the VA to do too, is when we come in, our offer is so low like that, we just need the seller to be prepared. Because we don't want to be well, I can't do that one. The best I can do is this. And then they're going to go click. But if you say, hey, I know you understand. And then I kind of make it sound so it's not so intense, where I kind of laugh a little bit. I say, I understand you want the 180, but our offer is going to come in, quite lower, so that's where I came in. I anchor and say, hey, if I came in with something low, or you're not going to hang up the phone, you're going to let me know, hey, this doesn't work. So good, man. So Jeremiah, if we lock it up on 160, are you confident that we can get this thing sold?
I can tell Caitlin to start pushing it out right now to people because they don't even get contact from her. She's done a lot of flips.
Okay.
She works consistently in Houston.
Okay.
So she has a lot of developers that buy her flips. And so she has that kind of standing with them. So she can reach out to those 6 or 7 and see if they'll be like, yeah, we'll take it at this if you can get it at this.
Perfect. Okay, hold on a second, Jeremiah. So here's what so what's her name again? Jordan, right?
Jordan, yeah.
Okay. So here's what I'm going to do, Jeremiah. I'm going to call the seller back. I'm going to call Mr. Taylor back. I'm going to say, hey, we're ready to move forward at that price. I'm going to have my assistant, Jordan, call you back to gather all the information that we need, all right, to get the purchase and sale agreement drawn up and then send it over to you. Okay?
Okay.
So which means she needs to call him back. She needs to call him up and say, hey, we need to get his email address if he has one. And then obviously, I will get I'll ask him for the expiration date. You know, when can he sign and get it back to us? That's the most important thing is we got to get the expiration date. And then everything else is Jordan just need to call him back, get his email. I'll send over all the informations. And then after she send him an email with, through DocuSign, then make sure that she follow up with him as well and say, hey, just want to make sure that you receive the purchase sale agreement in your email. And if it's not in your inbox, make sure you check your spam or junk. And then, hey, if you have any questions, feel free to call me back. So now I'm going to let Jordan or, you take over from there, okay?
Okay, and then what company are we putting on there? On the contract?
It's going to be your company, bro.
Okay.
Yep. So So I'm going to call Mr. Taylor back and hopefully he hasn't changed his mind and he's ready to move forward, but it sounds like it. So I'll keep you posted. I'm going to call him.
Yep, I'm going to go ahead and call over Caitlin and have her start pushing it.
Cool, bro.
All right, thank you so much.
Yep, dude, absolutely. Later, bro. That's how you do it, baby. Hope you guys learn a lot from that. So that is Jeremiah. He's the one who signed up for the one-on-one with me. And typically I don't do a whole lot of one-on-one because one, it's extremely expensive. It's very expensive. And two is, like when I do a one-on-one, it consumes a lot of my time. So I'm really picky with who I want to work with, and I just want to make sure that we're compatible. I want to make sure that that you're not just coming in and say, hey, I'll pay you call for one-on-one and I'm going to rely on you and this and that, but you actually put in the work, and I know that you're someone who's going to stay committed, take massive action, and really be serious about building this business and working alongside with me. So for those of you be like, hey, Khang, I want to maybe possibly, hey, interested and want to work with you, go ahead and fill out the application right here. Try book a call with my team, and let's see if we are a good match. And once again, I just want to let you know that it's extremely expensive, and it is not for everybody. And I'm not looking to work with everybody, And maybe if the one-on-one doesn't work for you, and maybe you just consider just join my Wholesale Community Academy. But that's something you can ask my team about it. And we have a lot of students that's in the academy that have gotten a lot of success. We gotten a student who just closed his first deal within 30 days and made $18,000. We got another one who closed his first deal after 3 or 4 months and made $45,000-$50,000. We got another student who took him 6 months and closed his first deal for I think $35,000. Once again, nothing work if you don't. And listen, we have students that didn't succeed because they don't put in the work and they don't stay committed, right? This is not a get rich quick, but this is a get rich for sure. I want to help you build a skill set, a business that you can depend on, that you can go into any city, any states with the knowledge and the skills that you have. You become a money printing machine. Okay, and you can do this completely virtual. I've never met the seller. I've never seen the property. I don't even know what states he's in. Right? Jeremiah sent me the information. I said, hey, let me call the seller and see if I can get this thing locked up. He tried it. It didn't work. And I say, dude, send it over and let your boy King Kong hit him up. Okay. I know I'm in a very dark room because I wasn't planning for this. I was going to go do something. But anyways, I thought that I'd turn on I wasn't planning to record this phone call, but I feel like, a lot of you enjoy the call, and I'm hoping that you see the value over the quality, because I know the quality is terrible. It looks like I'm in jail or something like that. It's terrible. I understand that, but hopefully that the value pay it's worth more than the quality of this video. And if you enjoy this and you're like, Kong, dude, that was a great call, love it, learn a lot, then boom, smash that thumbs up. If you're new to the family, be sure to boom, smash that subscribe button. And until next time, take care. And let's go get this money. I'm out.